Yep.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God. Can we just go back to bed?
God, I wish. I'm not feeling very awake. I kind of have a headache, which I took something for, but it's not. I mean, it's still kind of there.
Yeah.
I don't know what today. We stayed up late. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We stayed up kind of late.
But there's also, I guess, just a weird energy to, a gloomy, rainy day. And it's definitely carrying.
I don't like gloomy days.
Normally
like rain.
I do.
I like rain. I don't like the gloominess.
Yeah. I typically really like it. But something is off today, and I can't place it.
Yeah, no.
We are back for our 101st episode.
Yes.
On the road to 200.
Yeah.
That sounds so daunting to me.
99 more to go.
Doesn't that sound really daunting?
Yeah.
I know we already did it once.
The trick is to forget about it.
Yeah.
Until
Just don't
we're
think about it.
5 episodes till 200 and scrambling to figure out what to do for number 200.
Right. That makes sense. It's it's Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
We're doing the Sunday afternoon podcast thing, which is nice.
Yeah.
Has anything happened in our lives that is worth talking about?
Yeah. So yesterday we started a new role-playing game.
Yeah.
With friend of the podcast, Kirsten, as acting as what they call the keeper because it's Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know what that is, it's a tabletop role-playing game kind of along the lines of your Monster of the Week TV shows like Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it was made in part so people who wanted to do things like play Buffy with their friends could very easily make characters that resemble characters from those shows. But you don't have to do that. You can make whatever character you want.
Yeah.
Your character doesn't really resemble him, but the character type is what Mulder would be.
Yeah, right.
From X-Files.
Basically, all these archetypes from shows like that are available characters that you can play and build a character around, and it's a lot of fun. It was really fun last night. Yeah,
I had a really good time. My character is a retiree. I'm an older woman named Alma. I basically attend the college in which our campaign is set. I have lots of spare time, so I take lots of classes like advanced organic chemistry, among other things. I've also taken competitive dodgeball 101.
Not typically something you imagine a little
right.
old lady doing.
I kind of run the gamut. And then also offer everyone butterscotch all the time.
Yeah.
Which actually came in handy in last night's game.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. It's a little less math than not regular, but like D&D, which is one that a lot of people are used to.
Dice rolls are way simpler.
Easier dice rolls, and I just like the way, the moves that you use. I like them. They're interesting. Basically, depending on how good you roll, your success determines, if you're trying to investigate something, how many questions you get to ask and get answered by the keeper.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're trying to do something and you don't roll very well, you might accomplish what you were trying to do, but you might get a side effect kind of thing. Okay, yeah, you did what you wanted, but it drew attention to you, or, something like that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just stuff that injects further drama into the story and keeps things moving in interesting directions.
And it's a little bit collaborative because sometimes you get to choose what you want the bad thing to, or what kind of bad thing you want to happen.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And it's for the keeper, I feel like it's a little bit more doing things on the fly, which some people running games it might not be their thing, but Kirsten's really good at doing that.
Yeah. She's just very prepared when it comes to that. She has a lot of stuff in the pipeline and has ideas for where we can what's going to happen.
I know last night we threw her through some loops because we went 3 different directions we weren't supposed to go.
Right.
But You do what you got to do.
It's storytelling.
Yeah.
Like if the party wants to go off and do a useless thing, they could do that.
Yep.
And they might be discouraged from doing that or encouraged to do that, but it's their choice.
And today, after recording this, later in the afternoon, we're going to play another game of Dialect.
Oh, yeah.
With a different group. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I forgot to turn off the furnace. Hold on.
The furnace is on.
That's better.
Yeah, so today we're going to also play another game of Dialect with a different group, including Kirsten.
Yeah.
And more friends of the podcast, Laura and TJ, and yourself and me. So,
which will be fun.
It'll be lots of fun.
Dialect is sweet. I don't know if we actually talked about it on this show.
I don't know. It's a game I started running. It's pretty new, actually. But Roll20 supports it. It's like $10 to buy the thing for Roll20 for it. And you bought me the hard copy game, but I know they're going to start printing it at the end of this month, so I haven't gotten it yet. But it's a gorgeous looking game.
Yeah.
But the premise is essentially the people playing, you are in a community that is isolated and in decline. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of an examination of like language and how that changes and disappears basically as a community fades away. But the really cool thing about it is that there's no dice rolling, there's no math. Mm-hmm. It's all the entire campaign. There's no real planning ahead aside from like you could choose one of the pre-made backdrops or come up with a backdrop, but there's not very much planning to it. It's mostly like prompts that you use because all of the world building happens collaboratively in game. Mm-hmm. Which if you're a storyteller or you just like stories and fantasy and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun to work with other people to come up with all that. Our first game went really well. We had a really good time. I'm hoping this one I can move along a little faster because we're familiar with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, not everyone is familiar, so it will probably go along at about the same rate.
Yeah, but I'm the one running it, and I'm familiar with it, so I maybe have a little more idea of when to push things in a different direction or whatnot. But I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
This campaign is werewolf based.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I look forward to that. Also should mention I'm smacking Leroy.
Why are you smacking the dog?
I don't know. He likes it. I was patting his butt. We have little Leroy down here with us because we tried to coop him upstairs, and I think he jumped the gate. So.
Oh, he definitely did. Because it didn't fall down. And I'm pretty sure he couldn't sneak around it. So I think he had to leap over it. And I heard him, like, his nails going all over the kitchen floor, I think so.
Yeah. And he saw you walk over it. And then I saw a look in his eye. I'm like, don't you do it. And then we came downstairs and he did it. He jumped the gate.
I'm hoping we capture some of his piggy noises on mic.
Yeah, he's very piggy. He's been very grunty today. Mm-hmm. He also woke me up by snoring. He snores a lot. He woke me up by snoring, and it was so loud that I did not think it could possibly be coming from this dog. I thought it was Dave, and Dave doesn't snore. You use your sleep mask.
Yeah, well, when I have my sleep apnea machine on, I do not snore.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe his mask came off or it got shut off. Sometimes something weird happens in the middle of the night. He must be snoring. And then, like, I woke you up.
Yeah.
And realized it's not you. And then we proceeded to try to wake Leroy up to like get him to stop snoring. You tried to move him into a different position where he wouldn't snore.
Just like lolling his little head
luck.
around and it didn't stop.
No luck.
I kept thinking if I like positioned his head straight, then he would stop snoring. But
no, he just kept snoring.
This is rolling his little doughy head around and he's going.
Yeah, it didn't help. Oh. He stayed asleep. He stayed snoring. I eventually fell back asleep anyway. And then he woke me up at 8:30 in the morning so he can sniff around outside and not go to the bathroom.
In short, it's been great.
But I love this little dude.
Yeah.
He's endlessly entertaining. I'm glad we got him at the beginning of all this.
Yeah. Before
we could spend time with him.
The world went into lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him just in time.
Yeah, he's a good little boy. He's our problem child, but
Yeah, he is.
but
100%.
he's a good boy.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah. I don't think. Oh, I wanted to mention one more thing, which is we started to watch something on Netflix, which I think is worth suggesting to people because the first episode we watched was really good.
Yeah.
It's Middleditch and Schwartz.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know what that is, it is long form improv done by, I don't remember
it's
the
Thomas
first names.
Middleditch and Ben Schwartz. So you
Yeah.
would recognize them as Richard Hendricks from Silicon Valley and John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Yeah. And you don't see a lot of long form improv. You don't see a lot of live long form improv recorded for a show.
You usually don't see someone like Netflix throw a bunch of money at improv. I think it's just too high a risk for them.
Yeah.
You know, like if the show's just okay,
Right.
then it's just okay.
We watched the first episode and it was so good. It was so good. I mean, there were points where you had walked away to go into the kitchen for something and I was laughing so hard. I was screeching and I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Like it was fantastic. It was stupid and ridiculous. And the cool thing that they did that I wasn't expecting was like they would like have a character they came up with and they'd be role playing and then they like move on to someone else and then they would need to go back to that character, but they would switch places. So the other person would be playing that character. And it was just like so funny.
Yeah,
like,
just like a lot. You don't see that a ton in improv is people picking up on each other's characters.
yeah, it was clearly they've been doing this a lot and they have a good relationship with each other. They just like play off of each other really well.
Yeah.
And if you like stuff like that at all, I suggest that you watch it because it's really, really good improv and
Yeah,
it's
like
just hilarious.
Even for good improv, it's like particularly good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how many people would ever say like I'm good at improv because it's a thing that's like real difficult and you wouldn't even want to jinx it even if you did think you were good at it. But those two guys are good at improv.
Yeah.
They're real good at it.
Yeah, they are. They're uniquely funny.
They also like they do the thing that most improv people do, which is like kind of take prompts from the audience, but they start out having a conversation to try to get some material. And the conversation they had at the beginning of that episode was just like so like hilarious within itself.
Well, like when you get particularly good material from the crowd to work with, that's like
It makes it that much
That's
better.
a great start, you know.
Yeah. So I just wanted to suggest that because I really enjoyed the first episode of it. I want to watch more, but I made a stop because I didn't want to waste it. I didn't want to watch it all in one night and then be disappointed it was over.
Yeah, right. God, I hope they keep making that. I don't know. They
I
could.
do too. It's a season, but it's 3 episodes.
Yeah,
of
3
it.
hour long episodes.
So that's all I got, but I kind of feel like playing a game.
I think it's time to play a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a classic game.
A classic game.
Maybe a game everyone knows.
Maybe an internet game?
Maybe a really, really poorly named game that is going to get another 100 episodes.
You know what? I think I have just the game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a little game called Trues and Fnews.
All right. You mean to tell me why you wouldn't happen to mean
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
Time to play Trues. Everyone's playing famous game, the game that's taken the internet by storm.
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
A Merv Griffin production. Well, let's do it then.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Do you need me to explain the rules?
You know what? Why don't you do it anyway?
Well, Trues and Fnews is a game, a fun little game, an internet game, where I will give you 2 false stories, 1 true story, the Trues and the Fnews, and you have to pick which is which.
Ah, yes. Like that classic game, 2 lies and a truth.
Yes.
Which is not what that is. Anyway, yes, no. I'm ready.
All right. I did a little themey. because all of the news is about COVID-19.
Oh, fuck.
So this is also because if I picked the thing I wanted to pick, but I didn't make everything else COVID-19 related, it'd be too easy. So,
Would it?
yes.
Okay.
In unexpected turn, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones sides with science and begs followers to heed COVID-19 quarantine guidelines.
That is a really tough one to start with.
Okay. Number 2.
Boy.
Chicago's hipster staple Lula Cafe has turned to takeout and features a limited pandemic-themed menu including Covitelli, Coronolis, and Quarantinis to go.
You have got to be kidding me.
Number 3.
Okay.
Eminem donates mom's spaghetti to Henry Ford Hospital workers. Do you need the recap?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Wow, that's funny.
Number 1. In unexpected turn, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones sides with science and begs followers to heed COVID-19 quarantine guidelines.
God, that's just bad shit enough to be true.
Number 2. Chicago's hipster staple Lula Cafe has turned to takeout and features a limited pandemic-themed menu including Covitellis, Coronolis, and Quarantinis to go.
Okay.
And 3. Eminem donates mom's spaghetti to Henry Ford Hospital workers.
I love this idea so much. I feel like you had to write that one because it's too funny. The idea of Eminem's mom's spaghetti. Is his mom making spaghetti? What's going on there? Is it like his mom's recipe, or is he making
spaghetti?
Is he making his mom make spaghetti?
I like to think she's just like slaving in the kitchen,
Yeah, right.
making all this spaghetti.
Eminem's mom. I donate my mom's time.
Yeah. I'll drop it off, but she's doing all the work.
Right. God. I do not believe that it's Alex Jones. I just don't.
Okay.
It's the thing that I would like to believe, but I just can't see him not using this as an opportunity to do what he's done his whole career
Yeah.
and claim that shit is bullshit. I feel like it's got to be the second one, the menu thing. Even though that's like kind of like a bleak thing to do, I feel like that's something someone would do. Is theme a menu around COVID.
So you think it's number 2?
You look too excited about it, but yes.
I don't look like anything.
You got a smile on your face, like, so number 2, right?
Oh, I just have coffee.
Got him!
But I did get them. I did. Got you good.
God damn it! Ooh, that resonance.
I was trying to counteract the bleakness of that by specifying that it's a hipster
Yeah.
establishment because they're the only people that would do that.
You bullshitter.
And but a lot of things about that is true. Lula Cafe is a hipster staple cafe in Chicago.
Sure.
That's a real place.
I
But
believe
they are
that.
not. They are not, as far as I know, doing any pandemic things.
I like
theme things. Oh God.
I really think that the quarantini is a brilliant invention.
I've heard other people say quarantini, and I didn't come up with that one, but I
good,
liked
though.
it. I came up with COVID tellies
That's
and then
really clever.
Coronolis. I was like, I gotta keep it going. I came up with COVID tellies, and I was like, I need to use that.
Yeah,
So that's why I wrote that one.
that's pretty good.
Do you want a second guess? I think you know what the real one is?
Please tell me that it's Alex Jones. I want that to be true. Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. Eminem donates mom's spaghetti to Henry Ford Hospital workers.
Okay, what the fuck is happening there?
I doubt his mom is actually making it. I'm sure he got someone to make it, but it's in containers with
God.
a little sticker that says "Mom's Spaghetti," and he has like cards and stuff that say like Eminem like donating this stuff, and he brought it to the hospital in Michigan and donated a bunch of spaghetti for the workers who are working their butts off
That's really nice.
because he's from Michigan. You know?
Yeah, that's really nice, and that's super cool of him. I did not believe Mom's spaghetti. I just didn't think he'd do it.
I like it because it shows a sense of humor
Yeah.
that you don't always expect.
Well, you certainly would expect a sense of humor out of Eminem.
I mean, you would, but like, sometimes I don't always expect celebrities to like poke fun at themselves.
Sure.
Like, even though he's funny and he kind of does in his songs, you don't always know outside of his music
Right.
how much of that is a real sense of humor and how much is like fabricated painstakingly. You just don't know about people unless you meet them or they do stuff like this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and go on record and say that people that come out of Detroit are way more real than anyone else.
It's one of those places where
Yeah.
like you might develop a sense of humor because bad shit happens and you gotta like deal with it.
Like fucking Youngstown.
Exactly. Detroit and Youngstown share a lot of common
we're not
features
that
way.
different.
It was the article is from Fox 2 Detroit. It is the title is Eminem donates mom's spaghetti to Henry Ford hospital workers.
I love it.
And it says Eminem has given back to the city that raised him several times in his lifetime, but now he's given to the men and women working the front lines on the fight against COVID-19 by giving employees at Henry Ford Health System some mom's spaghetti. On Tuesday, Eminem dropped off cups of spaghetti to the workers at Henry Ford Hospital. Which location within the Henry Ford Health System received the donation isn't known. But the hospital's Instagram page posted a picture of mom's spaghetti and thanking Eminem for the donation. They said, our hashtag healthcare heroes lost themselves in the delicious mom's spaghetti donated by Detroit's very own Eminem. Thanks for providing a special meal for our team members. You can see the containers here.
Nice.
They're like the typical clear, like kind of pint.
It's like the container you would get a bunch of egg
Containers.
drop soup in.
Yeah. There's a sticker that says mom, and it has a fork through. It's like a heart and has a fork through it.
Yeah.
And the other side says, thank you, frontline caregivers. And at the bottom, it says shady something, which is, I'm sure some shady,
Yeah.
But, I mean, the stickers even look really nice. You put effort into this.
Yeah. The thing that people are not thinking about here is that in the song, Mom's spaghetti was puke on his sweater.
Yeah, someone in the comments did say, I hope he didn't just like scoop it off a sweater.
Sorry. Here's a bunch of spaghetti puke. Please accept this as a token of my thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But I thought that was cool and I wanted to use it, but I felt like it was COVID centric and it might be easy for you to guess if the other things weren't COVID centric because there's so much COVID news.
That might be true. That might not. I wonder what would have happened. I guess we'll never know.
I didn't give you a chance.
Right?
I gave you
Well,
Quarantinis
yeah, you busted me.
and Alex Jones going straight.
That piece of shit.
Yeah, it'll never happen, but a girl can dream.
You're right. Okay, well, that's great. So with that, why don't we take a break? I think this is going to be a short episode.
Yeah,
I hope that's all right with everybody.
it's fine.
We're tired. But yeah, we have a main segment coming up here. So why don't we take a break and we will come back with that main segment for this episode. Sounds good? I'm going to get more coffee. I'm going to get all jacked up with this thing. Yeah, right. Stick around.
And we're back.
Look out, little Lee Ringus. Look out. That was my chair, by the way. It sounds like him going. All right, we're back. It's main segment time. This is not going to be a long episode.
That's okay.
I feel a little bad about it because.
They don't all have to be long episodes.
Well, okay. So the thing is, part of the premise of this show.
I just made a real weird throat sound.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll make sure to isolate that and amplify it later.
Okay.
The premise of this show is that we do deep dives on stuff or like research stuff and come back with, new information or at least like, the information maybe not everyone knows about. There is no such way to attack this topic
Sometimes it's just like a thing we don't know about that we'd like to know about.
Right. And actually, I think a lot of people probably already know about this, but I didn't.
Yeah.
This is a local story that I probably should have known about.
I forget how I heard about it. I feel like I was talking to someone and they mentioned it and I went, I had never heard of that.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down on our list and proceeded no further because I wanted to save it.
So this episode is about 10-cent beer night at Cleveland Indians Cleveland Stadium in 1974. I imagine a lot of people from around here probably know this one, but those who don't will be kind of amazed, I think. So let me start with a depressing fact, which was in 1974, a beer at Cleveland Stadium used to cost 65 cents a beer. Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine a 65-cent beer, like, where today you would pay 10, maybe, I don't know, what, 8 to 12 bucks, depending on where you are for a beer at a stadium. A beer is so much more expensive now, which is half the reason I never drink beer when I'm at an event, because it's like prohibitively expensive to me.
That's why you bring your flask.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sneaking it. But they used to run big promotions on cheap beer at stadiums to draw people into the stadium for games.
We know this sport is boring. Come here and get drunk.
Oh, boy, don't get me started on baseball. I know people like it, but holy hell.
I know I'm wrong to not like baseball. I know I'm wrong. I know so many people love it.
I'm not convinced I'm wrong.
I don't like baseball.
Yeah.
I will go, the thing is, any sport is fun if you're watching it live.
Except I still don't understand how people enjoy NASCAR live.
Some people just like circles.
I don't know. Like the NASCAR games that Ben and Chris are playing right now, that seems fun as hell.
Yeah.
Because it would be a lot of fun to drive in NASCAR.
Right.
But I don't get sitting there.
Well, it's the thing that people like about NASCAR is that it can go horribly wrong really easily.
Maybe that's part of it, right?
I think that's definitely part of it. I've watched I've never gone and seen NASCAR obviously, but I've seen some races, local stuff, but it's not bad actually. It's kind of fun, and it's also anything live is more fun because there's crazy people all around you, and there's beer and there's food.
People are cheering. It's like a religious experience. Yeah. I guess there's something to that. But anyway, so they, like I said, they used to run these promotions all the time, and more than once, the city of Cleveland has lost its damn mind at its sporting arenas. So that's sort of the backdrop to this. I started by saying that Cleveland's reputation is earned for being crazy, and I mentioned this to you last night, Bottlegate, which probably a lot of people know about. Which was in 2001 when angry fans threw so many glass bottles onto the field at the Cleveland Browns stadium that they don't serve beer in glass there anymore. It was the end of glass bottles. But this story happens before that by a lot. This is the 10-cent beer night of June 4th, 1974, and how a heroically drunk Cleveland crowd cost their team the game.
I like the phrase heroically drunk.
They really, unbelievably drunk. Which, I'll get into this, but of course they did. Of course they did.
It's 10 cents.
This was not a good idea. But it wasn't new either. There had been beer promotions like this in the years past.
There's
little piggy noises. What was new at the time was that this promotion followed a nasty game between the same teams a week before.
Okay, so the rivalry was strong.
The heat was built up and it was fresh. You know what I mean? So this is between the Cleveland Indians and the Rangers, Texas Rangers, right?
Texas Rangers.
So the week before this, a nasty game had been played in which, people got injured, people sliding real hard into each other, hitting each other, a big on-field fight between both benches.
Jeez.
Yeah, one of those things where everyone jumps out of the dugouts and they're all
that stuff happens in baseball, but it's not as common as other sports for fights to break out.
It feels theatrical when it happens in baseball. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, because they're so separated.
Yeah.
Like, it's one team in the outfield, one team batting.
Yeah.
The team batting passes the ones in the outfield when they run the bases, but it's not like
They're
it's
not all
hockey
packed
where
up
they're
next to
all
each
on the
other all the
ice
time.
together,
Yeah.
or it's football where they're all there,
Yeah, and it's not exactly a contact sport. There's incidental contact, but it's not like...
It's not meant to be a contact sport,
Right.
but sometimes it happens.
But anyway, so a big fight on the field happened. Fans chucked food and beer at the Indians players, because this is happening in Texas, remember?
Okay.
So they had to be restrained. The Indians had to be restrained from getting up into the stands and fighting the fans.
Oh, jeez.
Which-
So this was the first game of the...
Yes, this is the one that teed this thing up.
Okay.
You might remember there's video of a hockey game in the 70s in which Mike Milbury of the Bruins goes out into the crowd and beats a guy with his own shoe.
I don't remember this. But I feel like I've probably seen a video. I just don't recall.
Yeah, like Boston like stormed the crowd and like... well, anyway, the point is this stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah. Not often.
I feel like it doesn't happen in baseball that often. Baseball can get contentious, but, you know. Is he doing something? What's going on?
I'm getting him to sit in his podcast chair.
I need you with me on this one.
I'm with you on this one. I just also need a dog in his chair.
Yeah, it's
It's
a cute little
adorable.
chair. So anyway, it was a pretty gnarly and heated game. It ended up being 3-0 in favor of the Rangers. So the Indians go out there, get all this guff, get defeated, and almost have a fight with the fans. So they, obviously Cleveland is pissed off. A very fierce rivalry has been stoked, like a grudge has been stoked. The exchanges after the game, I can't remember who it was, but one of the players said something like, are you worried? He was asked, are you worried about them retaliating, when you guys are in Cleveland next week? And he said, I'm not worried about it. I don't think enough fans will show up. I don't think they'll have enough fans in Cleveland to do anything.
Okay.
So, shots fired. It was over already, and they were still talking shit.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that got people real ginned up, right? And of course, sports radio is doing its thing and getting people all amped up, and the fans were just ready for it. The Cleveland Plain Dealer ran a cartoon with the picture of Chief Wahoo in boxing gloves and the caption, "Be ready for anything."
Oh, jeez.
Which I think is really irresponsible in retrospect, right? I mean, basically encouraging fistfights.
Yeah.
And it's not just that's to the whole city of Cleveland.
Yeah. Be ready for anything. Be ready to fight. And then, oh, yeah, by the way, 10-cent beers.
Yeah. The thing is that, yes, it's
You're
a perfect storm.
Already amped up, and then access to alcohol was made even easier.
Yeah. And it was made worse by the fact that so many people attended. It's basically they knew it was going to be ugly when they expected around 10,000 to 12,000 people, and they got 25,000 people.
Oh no!
Right? So double what they expected. Here's how the promotion worked. Here's how the 10-cent beer night worked. You could get up to 6 beers per purchase for 10 cents each. So 60 cents for a 6-pack. That's okay. I did the math on inflation because I wanted to figure out exactly how cheap this beer was. Mm-hmm. So 60 cents in 1974 is $3 today.
Okay, so already it'd be going to a game and getting a $3 beer, which would be pretty reasonable.
Well, no. 60 cents is $3. A 6-pack.
Yeah, I'm saying you said normally at the games it would be a $3 beer.
Yeah. So the typical price for a beer was 60 cents, but
yeah,
I'm talking about the price for a 6, not the price for 1. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying as a starting point,
right?
Even if it was the 60 cents, it would be going to a game and getting a beer for $3. But this then with the special, it's going to a game and getting a 6-pack for $3.
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
I got
confused.
I'm with you.
So the way to think about that analogy too is if it's $8 for a Bud Light at the stadium, now imagine you go and you spend $8 and you get a whole 6-pack to take back to your seat.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not stadium prices. That's like well below stadium prices. And it's not even grocery store prices. Because here's the other thing. In 1974, a 6-pack of beer is $2.11. Like in 1974 money.
Yeah.
$2.11. So you could drink beer cheaper in that stadium than you could if you went to the grocery store. I think.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure hope I did my math right.
Well, 10 or 60 cents for 6 beers is way better. Than $2.10.
I went back and looked to see what a 6-pack cost in 1974, and I got the figure $2.11 on average.
Yeah.
So, like, this is an insanely, stupidly priced beer deal for a city that really
insane.
likes beer anyway.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. You could go back for as many purchases as you wanted.
It was 6 at a time tops, but you could go back and get more.
Yeah, there was no limit on how many times you could claim that thing.
Well, it'd be hard to enforce that.
Well, put a stamp on people or something.
True.
There's things you could do. They didn't. Basically, Cleveland took advantage of this deal hard. The crowd got unruly really fast. And the Rangers really quickly took a 5-1 lead. So the crowd was additionally pissed off. Apparently, when Cleveland's Leron Lee shot a line drive into the Rangers pitcher's stomach, he doubled over and fell down, and the crowd started cheering, "Hit him again."
Oh, no.
Like, not like zero class, if you ask me, to say hit him again. But I don't know.
It's Cleveland.
Right.
It's Cleveland sports for you.
Lots of insane interruptions happened during this game. A woman ran out onto the field and flashed everyone.
Like you do.
A dude streaked naked to second base.
Like you do.
A father and son mooned the bleachers out in the outfield.
Like you do.
I wrote, there's a higher than average amount of nudity in this game. Definitely.
Yeah. There's a higher than average amount of drunkenness at this game too, though.
Well, yeah, and lots more people charged the field. That's not all the people that ran out on the field. That's just some noteworthy examples.
That's just the ones where they were nude in some way.
The first baseman got hit with hot dogs and spit, and then someone threw a glass bottle at him.
Oh, no.
Like, those fortified wines that come in a glass little flask-looking bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone chucked one of those at him.
Like an MD 2020 bottle?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever.
Yeah, Mad Dog.
Yeah. So the Rangers pitcher got spiked with a runner's cleats, and I think it was a run to third. So what happened was I want to say it's the. Yeah. So anyway, the refs had ruled that the runner had to be ejected out of the game or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. He was forced to leave the game. And so fans got really, really mad because that's a disappointing call when you're down 5-1.
Yeah.
And he managed to get a guy to third, and they threw a bunch of stuff on the field again. So like
they got to be running out of things to throw at this point.
You would think, but they're getting angrier and angrier, and they're just like chucking things onto the field. Someone threw lit firecrackers into the Rangers bullpen.
Oh no!
Right?
Oh, Cleveland!
Like. That's so amazing to me. Someone brought firecrackers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna...
Also, the forethought.
Yeah,
the forethought.
Someone prepared by bringing a bunch of firecrackers. Oh. Way to go, Cleveland.
That person doesn't even have the excuse of I was drunk because they had to premeditate firecrackers.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Bottom of the ninth, the Indians actually tie the game up, which means this awful, ugly game is now going to go into extra innings.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what is the worst, most unruly night in Cleveland Stadium is now about to go extra innings.
Even longer.
Or at least that's what it looks like is going to happen. That's not what ultimately happens. So a Cleveland fan runs out into the outfield to try and steal an outfielder's hat.
He wanted a souvenir.
Yeah, he wanted to take his hat. So in doing that, the outfielder, his name is Jeff Burrows. He's like trying to avoid the guy. He trips and he falls over in the process. But the rest of the Rangers think that he's been attacked because he falls down. So they're pissed.
Oh no.
This is where the thing tips over into like, you can't come back from this.
Yeah.
They all come out of the dugout with bats and shit, and go out after this guy, the fan.
Oh no.
And the Cleveland fans see this, and they decide to run out into the outfield as well. Oh no. So now we have the makings of an actual riot.
Yeah.
Fans, they had weapons like blunt objects, chains, knives, and like stuff that they had ripped the stadium seats apart. Like they pulled the seats apart to make things to go out and beat people with.
Shit.
Yeah, like there's 25 Rangers on the field, right? Mm-hmm. About 200 fans have now surrounded them.
Oh no.
With like improvised weapons. And so there's more people on the way. It's 200 and counting. And obviously everyone's very angry. It's a total mob. And Cleveland's manager orders his players to go out also with bats and defend the Rangers from the fans.
Oh no.
Because they're fearing for their safety.
Right.
Like it's like, this is too much.
Right. Their fans have shivs and they're real drunk.
Yeah.
Like going for it.
So now Cleveland is beating their own fans with bats. This shouldn't be funny.
It's not funny, but it's like so Cleveland.
It really is. I mean, like, it's the unruliest thing I've ever heard. At least out of a baseball game. I mean, like, obviously, riots happen, but baseball games don't typically turn into this.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fight rages on. Fans are throwing folding chairs. They're hitting their own players in the process, and their own players are hitting them, The teams manage to make their way off the field through their respective dugouts and lock themselves in their clubhouses.
Oh, jeez.
So now it's just the unruly fans and the people that work at the stadium and eventually the police, right?
Yeah.
The Cleveland fans, God, they threw everything that wasn't bolted down onto the field. They literally stole the bases. They pulled the bases up out of the dirt and walked away with them. This is all radio called live because obviously it's a game. It already has, they were already radio calling it. So that's how we know that this went for about 20 minutes. Is that for the next 20 minutes the stadium is completely breaking down.
I just want to be clear. I don't think like vandalism and rioting is like funny, but it's just like the absurdity of it that's funny.
There's something about being from here and that happening in Cleveland and just being like,
it's one of those like, yeah, it's one of those like eye roll, like typical. Like, why do you gotta embarrass us?
I mean,
when was this again? This is in the 70s. It wasn't even that long ago.
No, it wasn't. It was not that long ago. 1974. It was just unbelievably bad series of events all adding up to this. So the stadium is completely broken down. Security can't get a handle on anything. If I remember correctly, the Cleveland's manager is blaming the whole thing on the chief umpire, like he didn't get control of the game. But I don't think it's really
kind of hard to do that.
I don't think it's really his fault that like a call that the fans didn't like resulted in like glass and weapons, and like I don't think it's really his fault.
And that a fan came down and tried to steal a hat, like
yeah, right. Like he could not have had control of all of those extra things,
right?
So it's really kind of shitty of Cleveland's manager to be like, I don't know, it wasn't anything we did.
Well, he didn't want to get blamed himself, so
because everyone was like, no, this is because of beer, guys. Like this is because of lots of really cheap beer,
and it's because of reporting beforehand that like got everyone amped up already, and then alcohol,
a lot of
access to really cheap alcohol.
So basically, the police eventually show up. They do things like deploy tear gas and force, and they arrest some people, and they turn off the stadium lights to try and disperse the crowd and stuff. 9 people get arrested, but I mean, there's hundreds of people that were on.
Yeah.
And basically, just prior to all this, the umpire, seeing that the umpire chief, basically looked around and says there's no way that this can continue to be a game and calls it a forfeit to Texas. Despite the fact that the score was tied 5-5, and if Cleveland had held out, maybe they would have even won. They tied the game.
Against all odds.
It took until the end of the ninth inning, but they did it.
Against all odds and calls that they didn't like. They tie the game and then it falls apart.
It's so Cleveland. It's so fantastically Cleveland.
Self-sabotaging since Cleveland was a city.
Really kind of legendary. So here's the aftermath of all this. They did not quite do this ever again.
Yeah. I would hope not.
They had promotions, but it was never take as much beer as you want ever again.
Yeah.
In fact, the next beer night that they did capped the promotional price to 2 beers. So you could only get 2 at the discount, and then everything after that full price.
Yeah.
That's a pretty significant change, right? Mm-hmm. And a good one. That was a smart idea. And they never should have. So the thing is, I get into this here. I do blame the crowd. You have to blame the crowd. They are responsible for themselves. But you also have to hold the stadium accountable for what a bad idea this actually was. It was a bad idea. There was already all this bad blood. And it was going to be a nasty night.
There are a lot of people to blame. The reporters who milked this rivalry and got everyone more amped up. Mm-hmm. The stadium who at the very least lacked forethought about how it wouldn't be good to just let people drink endless amounts of super cheap beer.
Yeah, they could have put restrictions on what that was before that night.
Granted, they didn't know as many people were going to show as did show, but even then, you can guess that letting people drink as much super cheap beer as they want is maybe not a good idea. And then, obviously, the fans are accountable for their actions, but
I just think
that's a perfect storm right there.
Here's what I say about this. When you set prices, you encourage behavior. Mm-hmm. The action of setting a very, very low price has a direct, correlation with what people are willing to take advantage of that price.
You don't make beer super cheap because you don't want people to drink a lot of it.
Exactly. When you do that, people will drink more. And I think that they were implicitly encouraging people to drink 6 times as much beer as they would normally drink.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't realize they were doing that. That's the takeaway in the consumer's head. Is I was already going to buy a beer. Why not get 6 of them?
Yeah.
And that's
for
just
the price that I could spend on one.
Right. People are going to do the mental math and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So,
almost anyone, myself included, if someone was like, you can go to a game and get a beer for $8, which I would probably normally not do because it's so expensive, or you can go to a game and get 6 beers for $8.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't think I necessarily want to drink them all myself, I'd probably do it because that's a hell of a deal and I'll share or something. But of course they're going to do that.
When you set a price, you encourage behavior. They could have seen this coming. And it's
also, I get competitive with myself. So if I did go to a game and I bought 6 beers, I would probably be like, I'm going to drink all of these.
You'd be on the 6th one halfway down, walking out the door, just I have
to finish. I have to finish. It's like the time I went to a beer tasting event and they gave everybody 16 tickets to taste beers.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, I'm going to use them all. But which might have been okay if they were actually giving 2-ounce pours like they were supposed to.
Right.
But the glasses were actually marked at 4 ounces.
Yeah. And
they were pouring over 4 ounces.
Right.
So I was drinking a lot more than was intended by those tickets. And then by the end of the beer night, no one was even accepting. I was trying to get rid of my tickets because I was like, I need to drink as many as possible. And they weren't accepting the tickets anymore because the vendors just wanted to get rid of their beer.
Yeah, no one wants to take leftover beer home.
Let's just say it was a bad night for Christy and her self-competitions that are usually a bad idea. But I understand. What I'm saying is I understand.
Yeah.
You have 6 beers, you're going to drink them.
if you promote the night heavily just on the beer prices, which I mean, it's called 10-cent beer night.
Yeah.
It's not called like the Happy Father's Day game or some shit. It's like 10-cent beer night. Come and drink cheap beer.
Yeah.
Beer. It's like I don't know. It's easy to see how this happened is my point. And as easy it is to talk shit on Cleveland for continuing to demonstrate how willing they are to destroy their own game and their own property and their own city, I still think no one should have made that much beer that affordable in the first place. That's my takeaway.
Yeah. I agree.
But also, it speaks to the nature of Cleveland that you can still buy. Lots of people have 10-cent beer night T-shirts for sale online, like lots of different designs around it. Like Cleveland has not forgotten it, and they're still kind of proud of it.
There's a weird pride in areas like Cleveland and Youngstown and probably Detroit of like the most batshit things you could do, like the most self-sabotaging, awful things happening.
Yeah.
There's like a weird pride of like, yeah, we really fucked it up good.
Well, yeah, like I don't know what it is. I think part of it is just the Midwest, and specifically like industrial towns that don't take no shit from no one.
Yeah,
There is an enduring pride in being willing to go out there, drunk or not, and beat the shit out of some people who besmirched your dignity.
yeah.
You know?
It's one of those things like you sometimes you hear people like telling their drunk stories, like this kind of thing, and from the outside you look at them and you go, you shouldn't be proud of that.
Right,
You're not actually in the right there. Like
this story makes you look like an asshole.
yeah, like you beat the shit out of someone who was trying to play baseball. Like you're not right. But
Yeah.
there's this like weird drunk bravado element.
The thing
to
is,
things
I
like
feel
that.
it even telling the story.
Yeah.
And I bet you feel it even listening to the story. There's something
There is
about
a weird pride of like, oh man,
we
really fucked that up. No one's done it that bad.
I don't know what it is, but I have this odd pride about how fucking stupid Cleveland can be. And so I don't know. I can't justify it. I certainly wouldn't lead with it, but it's there.
10-cent beer night.
10-cent beer night. Good job, Cleveland. And then, of course, remember that like 25 years later, they would throw so many bottles on the field that they lose. They forfeit the game.
Yeah,
the Browns lose the game.
It's not the last time that Cleveland has fucked up.
And it won't be. They'll do it again.
Oh yeah,
We don't know when.
it'll happen. It'll happen, Cleveland. Don't you worry.
Anyway, that's 10-cent beer night.
10-cent beer night. Well, thank you for that story.
Not a particularly long episode. We're
That's
actually
okay.
under an hour. But if you didn't know that
We could
story,
just talk about some mad bullshit for 10 more minutes if you want.
nah, we don't have to do that. We could go talk bad bullshit upstairs.
Okay.
But yeah, if you
And
didn't
we
know that
will.
story, you should know that story, right?
Yeah, I did not know that story. I wish I could remember who I was talking to or what I saw that made me think of it. I might have seen a 10-cent beer shirt, a 10-cent beer night shirt online and went, what the fuck is that?
You might have, yeah.
It's very likely that is what happened, but I don't know why I put it on the list. I know I put it on the list.
I'm glad you did,
Yeah.
because that was really fun to learn
Yeah.
about.
Yesterday you asked me if I knew what 10-cent beer night or what I knew about 10-cent beer night.
Yeah.
And I said, I know it happened and I know it fucked shit up, but that's like all I know.
Yeah. That is one way of putting it. But anyway, that is our episode. Thank you for listening to this Sunday afternoon edition of Goose Chase. The horn lives on.
The horn
The horn is
on.
the horn is
The horn goes strong.
we will be back probably in 2 weeks
Yeah.
with another episode. This one, Christie's episode.
Yeah, I'm going to do an episode.
Which will be a little easier now that you have your cool new laptop.
Yeah, I am going to shift, I think, to writing on the laptop.
Oh,
Guys,
really?
I didn't tell you I got a laptop.
Yeah, she's all geeked up. She got a Microsoft Surface, and I'm jealous.
Microsoft Surface Book. It's fantastic because it is a tablet that you can connect and disconnect to a really cool keyboard.
Yeah.
And it's touchscreen, so I can draw directly on the tablet if I want, which I've been doing some drawings. And I can also keep it connected and use it like a regular laptop, so I can write my notes directly on the laptop with a real keyboard. And the main reason I didn't do that before is because all I really had was my phone, and I can't do that and reference the research at the same time in a very easy way. So
obviously people can look forward to future episodes in which you're going, wait, hold on. Where's it? Well, I had the wrong button. Hold on. Wait.
yes.
As you figure out your new Surface.
Yes. Oh man, it's already been happening.
Yeah.
I've like been trying to do stuff on there, and I'm like trying to do something simple. I was trying to take a screen cap today, and it took me 20 minutes to figure out how to take a screen cap, because I figured out how to do it, but I didn't know where it was going once I took it. And there's like 10 different ways you could take a screen capture on it, but they each go different places. It was really insane. I figured it out.
So look forward to that episode coming up next. Thanks for listening, as always, to Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
We will see you for the next 100 episodes right here. Same goose time, same goose place. I don't know.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.